The home of Australia's men's and women's hockey teams is Curtin University in Western Australia, where students get to develop their skills alongside the world's best. In fact, Curtin is recognised globally for providing courses with a practical focus, where students learn the skills to graduate career ready. Ranked in the top 1% of universities worldwide, Curtin's innovative, exciting campus and learning environment offers an experience to last a lifetime. Find out more at curtin.edu/international and join Curtin today.
Do you love hockey as much as we do? At the Field Hockey label, our vision is to dress up hockey. Whether playing, training, or simply casual wear away from the pitch, the Field Hockey label supplies high-quality match and training attire. Long-sleeve tops and supporter wear, such as puffer jackets and track pants, polo shirts, and even business shirts. All of the Field Hockey label's gear can be custom-made to include club and sponsor logos, player names, and team numbers. The Field Hockey label, where if you love hockey like we love hockey, we guarantee you'll always feel the best dressed. Welcome back to the Tamadaya Hockey Stadium in Johor Bahru. It is the penultimate game of the round-robin matches as Malaysia are about to take on Japan. We've had one game today already, and that was a 3-3 draw between India and Great Britain. Great Britain were leading 2-0 leading into the final quarter. India then took a 3-2 lead before Matthew Ramshaw got a penalty corner with 2 minutes to go, which booked Great Britain a place in the gold medal match tomorrow. So that game will be a repeat tomorrow as we look at the league table. You'll see that those two teams both tied up now on 10 points. But this next game, Japan versus Malaysia, if Malaysia win, they've got a chance to jump above Australia. But of course, Japan would want to seal their place in the bronze medal match. And I'm sure they will hope that either New Zealand or Australia, doesn't really matter which, but of course New Zealand are hoping that maybe, just maybe, they can get a result over Australia and sneak into the bronze medal match as well. Turning our attention to the team lineups, players to look out for in the Malaysian side. Adam Mamat wearing number 4 for them, certainly a young player with big raps, and he has plenty of talent. Hafizi Zainuddin wearing number 7 has also been influential, as has been Sirman wearing number 8. And also watch out, he's starting on the bench, but he scored the winner against Great Britain, and that is number 16, Mahubudin. Turning our attention now to the Japanese lineup, and well, they've had several standout players. For me, Kosei Kawabe has to be one of the leading players as the player of the tournament. Wataru Matsumoto has also been outstanding, as has Ruiji Tamakuni. And you cannot discount Riku Tomura and also Keigo Tomura in the defensive line. Malaysia are coached by Norsaiful Zaini, or Zaini Norsaiful, and Japan by Koichi Nagaya. The players are just going through a final talk down below with the coaching staff. So this game, Japan were hoping that the result would go their way and India would beat Great Britain, and this would be their chance to play off and maybe make their first ever gold medal match at the Sultan of Johor Cup in what is only their 4th appearance at this tournament. But that wasn't meant to be, but they are going to hopefully, as far as their fans are concerned anyway, make it into the bronze medal match. They came 4th in 2018, and they'd like to go one better in 2019. Standing in their way at the moment, though, Malaysia, who would also like to get in that bronze medal match. That was what was promised at the start of the tournament. The coach said that they would be looking for a podium finish, and he felt that he had the team could do that. So now, today is the day where they're going to have to perform. A win would just lift them on to 7 points, and then it would mean that Australia would have to win as well, and it could come down to goal difference between Malaysia and Australia. Although actually no, if Australia, I'm just doing the calculations in my head, Australia would then go to 7 and Japan would be relegated because they're only on 6 points to play off for the wooden spoon. So many permutations, it's hard to keep your head around them. But we're not far away from the start of this match. I'm Ashley Morrison, looking forward to bringing you all the action. And once again, would like to thank all our sponsors. Get moving in Malaysia with MyGo, our multi-services app. And if you download the app, you get some credit straight away. And at the Field Hockey label, our vision is to dress up hockey. So order your gear now and make the turf your catwalk. fieldhockeylabel.com. And Griffin, making an impact since 1983. We thank them for their support, along with Curtin University, making tomorrow better. Because without their support, we would not have been able to bring you the live stream of all the games in 2019. And we would just like to ask you, if you are thinking of cutting up the footage, please ask Johor Hockey Association before you do that. So the players making their way out, following the umpires for this match. Alex Fedinchuk from Scotland and Nick Saunders from New Zealand. And we will now pause for the national anthems. And the first national anthem will be the national anthem of Malaysia. And now we will have the national anthem of Japan. Generous applause around the stadium for both teams, but there's no doubt who most of the people inside the Tamadar Hockey Stadium are here to support, and that is Malaysia. Can they make it into the bronze medal match and try and get amongst the medals this time in 2019? It's been a while since Malaysia have been able to pick up the bronze medal. The last time was in 2015. They picked up a bronze medal. Then they picked up silver 2013, gold 2011, but they've had 2 fourth places in 2017. So Japan, who have looked a pretty dangerous team, and that'll be a warning for a lot of the Asian teams looking at the Junior Asia Cup being held next year in Bangladesh. Because Japan have been building their talent stocks, and they were a little bit unlucky in their loss against Great Britain. They defeated India and they ran over the top of New Zealand. So this will be a real test for Malaysia, and it may give their coach a good idea as well as to see how much work they've got to do in the year ahead. So it will be Malaysia to get us underway. Aki Mullah, who's played for the national team, hasn't got a goal as yet, but he will get this match underway. Malaysia in the white, Japan in the red. And straight away, pass doesn't make its connection, so possession goes to Japan on the sideline. Free hit given away. Niwa plays on quickly, coming across. That was in the end a very good little bit of play coming from Abdul Razak. Aki Mullah plays the ball infield to his captain, Shelo Silverius. Silverius gets it again. Good pass into the circle as well. Great defense, though, at the back from Keigo Tamura. Calm as you like. Got it on his stick straight away. No ricochets, not to give Malaysia a second chance. So Japan would really like to get the result in this match. Last year they finished 4th, and it was quite a tough outing in that 4th place game. They lost 6-1 to Australia, but they would feel the way they've played in this tournament, as that just goes over the baseline, that they are deserving of a bronze medal. Sure, they'll look back on that Great Britain game where there was the controversial goal as to whether the free hit had travelled 5 metres before it went into the circle, and Great Britain scored from that. Of course, had that game been a draw, they would find themselves on 7 points, and then if they won today, they would have been level with Great Britain and India on 10, and may well have snuck in again on goal difference. But you can think about ifs as much as you like. It's history now, and Japan face Malaysia as Aki Mullah breaks forward. Good run from him, doubles back. Just, well, was it a slip? I think some of the fans thought that Keigo Tamura had just caught him. I thought he just put his foot on the side and then it went down, and Nick Saunders, the New Zealand umpire, obviously felt the same way. Comes out now to Watanabe. Strong challenge again coming from behind from Malaysia. Shafiq Hassan, though, wins the free hit, and they get the chance to go on the attack again. Arif Ishak, another of the internationals for Malaysia, just being told to take the ball forward a few metres. Spreading the ball to the left-hand side. Infield it comes now to Amirul Azahar. Silverius, well, he was trying to thread the needle there and played it into the body, but Free hit went Japan's way. It was a foul before Tamura hit the deck. Trying to get forward now is Tamakune. Tamakune, who's been really lively for Japan in most games. Has created so many opportunities for them in and around the circle. Shape to hit that one and then sets off on a run. The ball taken away from him illegally though by Arif Ishak. And it will be Takabayashi. Takes the free hit, goes back to Watanabe. Watanabe infield, got the better of Akimura there. Malaysia just sitting back at the moment. Riko Tamura brings it forward. And that's easily cut out. Well read by Adam Amat. In fact, it was Sirman. My apologies for that. And here come Malaysia. This is a good break forward by them. Into the circle it goes. And it's a goal! They've got the opening goal. Hafizi Zainuddin calmly pushing the ball past Kitagawa. And Malaysia have got the perfect start in this match if they're going to keep their dreams alive of playing in the bronze medal match. Well, that should get the crowd singing. Malaysia 1, Japan 0. A perfect start for the host nation.
The goal was scored for Team Malaysia by player wearing jersey number 7, Muhammad Hafizi Zainuddin.
So just on the 5-minute mark, Malaysia take the lead. Japan immediately come on the attack, as you would expect. So our 60th goal of the tournament in this match 14. Desperately jumping out of defence was Riko Tamura. Malaysia were leading against India by 2-0 and got pegged back 4-2. They drew with Australia at 1-1, but absolutely taken to the cleaners by New Zealand, and then had a fantastic win over Great Britain. So they've been a bit up and down in the tournament as coming forward to Japan, and the ball is running underneath the feet and the stick of Jun Nakahana. Whereas you feel Japan have just grown as the tournament's gone on. A mistake at the back needs to be kept in play. Is down by the corner flag. Malaysia now hemmed in. Japan forcing back, good 3D skills, just lifting the ball over the Japanese sticks to get it out of the danger area by Arif Ishak. Didn't panic, although I'm sure his heart was beating just a little bit quicker than normal. It's with him again, plays it to Sierman. That's another good pass forward. Mahubidin trying to take on Tamura. It's going to break for Malaysia, straight into the goalkeeper's chest. And just off the post it goes from Adam Mamat. Well, a great break forward by Malaysia. They've won themselves a long corner. Wanted the ball, deflecting it into the circle was Izam Asar. Izam's shot was the one that was saved initially by Kitagawa. What a difference it would have made if they'd have gone 2-0 up. Jumping up to bring that down. Japan now trying to steal possession. Silverius drops back for Malaysia. Coming back though, but a stick check from Kosei Kawabe. Apologises to the umpire. Sierman having to work hard to keep possession for Malaysia. Lovely little body swerve coming from Amirul Azahar. Free hit to Japan. Breaking down the right-hand side, Soto Ukai releases the ball to Kawabe. Kawabe to the baseline. And a free hit given just outside the circle. Arif Ishak, the player penalised. Japan Tried to just knock it off the stick of the Malaysian player over the baseline, but managed to keep it in play, and now it will be a Malaysia free hit. Good run forward and tumbling, though, unfortunately. Had only eyes on the ball as it was played forward, Muhibbuddin. He just caught the defender's feet and fell over, and in the end it was asking a great deal for Akimullah to keep that one in play. Japan now moving the ball through the defensive line. Okihara, their captain, goes straight up the middle of the pitch, but there's no one there for Japan. 16, and they go with the high press. Tamakune stands in front of the defender. Ball comes wide now to Sirman. Sirman being forced to go back by Takahashi. Sirman knocks the ball past Takahashi, collected by Iskander. Iskander looking to slide it down the line, has given it away. Chance for Matsumoto. Matsumoto releases it forward to Ukai. Penalty corner, and this is danger. The first penalty corner for Japan. In their last match, they managed to convert 3 penalty corners. They've had a success rate of 25%, 6 from 24. Second most penalty corner goals in the tournament being scored by Japan. And that's why I say it is dangerous now for Malaysia. Hamiz Al-Ahir is going to have to be on his mettle. Riko Tamura is at the second battery. Keita Watanabe at the first. They go to Tamura, straight into the... Well, play on was the call, and it's fired home. Well, no, it was too high. It didn't hit the backboard. It is a goal, actually, because it was fleeked. So a little bit of confusion for a split second. Ukai will be the player credited with the goal. As the rebound came off the first runner, it went back to Sota Ukai, and he flicked it home. And so Japan are on level terms. Well, there was a little bit of conjecture, I think, amongst the Malaysians. I think they were just clutching at straws to try and get the goal disallowed. They were immediately running up to Alex Fedenchuk. That's where it's tough for an umpire with so much stuff going on. Free hit though to Malaysians. They look to bounce back immediately. All left behind by the goal scorer, Hafizi Zainuddin. Fishak. Down the line he goes. Sirman tries to play it to the top of the circle, but Japan read the pass and cut it out well. Now breaking forward is Kawabe. Good pass from him. Manages to pick out Matsumoto. Matsumoto into the circle, was impeded as he tried to make it into the circle, and Iskander Zainal picks up a card. It's a green card, so 2 minutes on the side, and Malaysia down to 10, and another penalty corner for Japan. So Japan now have 7 from 25. Malaysia need to keep this one out. Keigo Tamura waits this time at the second battery. At the first battery, we have Yusuke Takaishi. Takaishi was flicking very fast in warm-up, but they go to Tamura, plays it straight into the first runner. Amaril Azahar goes down on his haunches. That hit him pretty hard. I think it went, he's saying it hit him on the knee. The physio now is going to come on. Certainly it didn't look as if it was too high as the ball was flicked to the naked eye. But if it misses your protective gear, it's going to hurt. So the physio having come on, he's going to have to hobble off. And a replacement player will come on. Just walking fairly gingerly now. Amadil Azahar, and able to just jog over to the side. He's claiming it hit him on the knee, and it looks like there's a slight tear in his shorts underneath his knee, or his long johns, whatever you want to call them. Shafiq Hassan at the first battery, Keigo Tamura at the second. They go to Tamura again. Mistrap. Tamura, though, tried a shot on the reverse, but never really got low enough and misdirected it, and it went well wide of the post. So free hit to Malaysia. Carried out of defence. Japan again immediately closing down in the middle of the field. Soto Ukai coming in. Abdul Razak just came on, and he came on too early. Malaysia very lucky to get away with that. He just was called back. He's now come on. I think he's got the permission to go on for the time period, but that was a risky one. Could have seen Silverius take a spell on the side because they actually had an extra man on the pitch. We'll come wide now to Abdul Razak. Look at that pressure from Japan. They're closing down every single pass. Silverius got caught by Niwa. Japan open it up. That's a very good pass to Kawabe. Kawabe into the circle, deflected. What a finish! That is outstanding. It ricocheted up off the stick of the Malaysian player, and Ryuji Tamakuni was the first to react and just swatted it into the goal. That is a truly magnificent finish by Tamakuni, and Japan have the lead. The reactions and the reflexes of Ryuji Tamakune were just remarkable. He would have seen it so late. Tamakuni, who started playing his hockey at the age of 11, he plays for the Hitsumaken Hollies now, the university side there. But that was just an incredible finish. So from trailing 1-0 with just under 3 minutes left in the first quarter, Japan now find themselves leading 2-1. And they may well be looking at a place in the bronze medal match. Who they play, they'll have to wait and see. Cutting infield though, good run coming this time from Abdul Rauf. Abdul Rauf, top of the circle, air swing. Oh dear, the composure just wasn't there, and he's running back, smile on his face, but he's frustrated with himself, clearly. Abdul Rauf, who comes from Sabah, attended the Sabah Sports School, played last year as well. As part of the successful Sabah team, has really come a long way, their hockey there. And there's been massive investment by the Sabah Hockey Association to get players to get the basics right. So that's why that would have been so frustrating to have missed that. They've invested in coaching coaches and really focusing on the basics, basic skills, basic patterns of play up in the air. Riku Tamura just stood his ground, and over the top went Shakir. So Malaysia pushing for an equaliser. A minute and a half left in the first quarter. Into the circle it goes, bounces up. Good defence though coming from Keigo Tamura. Tamura carries it out of the circle, over 23 metres. Looks to come infield, draws the foul. Free hit Japan. Riku Tamura plays it out to the left-hand side. Keita Watanabe now, down the line he goes. Just able to turn when receiving the ball was Kawahara. Akimura. Tamura just stick pokes it away and then Actually runs forward as the ball bobbles up and volleys it forward. Hence free hit to Malaysia. Sierman plays it forward and turning and trying to get forward is Izamazar. Dispossessed and Japan forced wide. Good work from Izam after losing the ball. Just not allowing Japan to come forward. Okihara, the captain, plays it in from the side, glances up at the clock on the scoreboard, which I'm pleased to say is working at the moment. It's been on and off throughout the tournament. And again, Japan just going to throw that long now. Into the circle it goes, and is it kept in play? It was. Good defense though by Arif Ishak as jumping up. It was Nakahana kept it in play. Japan trying to get the ball inside the circle, but the hooter goes and Malaysia have survived that attack. But after taking the lead, Malaysia being pegged back. Not only that, they've been overtaken. The scoring opened by Hafizi Zainuddin in the 5th minute, but 2 goals for Japan in the 10th and 12th minutes means that going in at the end of quarter time is Malaysia 1, Japan 2.
Australia's men's and women's hockey teams is Curtin University in Western Australia, where students get to develop their skills alongside the world's best. In fact, Curtin is recognised globally for providing courses with a practical focus, where students learn the skills to graduate career ready. Ranked in the top 1% of universities worldwide, Curtin's innovative, exciting campus and learning environment offers an experience to last a lifetime. Find out more at curtin.edu/international and join Curtin today.
Well, the Malaysian players all in a huddle, listening to their coach and looking at the instructions he's drawing as to how he wants them to play. Umpires have had their refreshments too, and they're ready to get the second quarter underway. Are we going to see more goals in this match? It's usually been pretty even between these two teams. They've met in 3 Sultan of Johor Cups, and it's been 1 win to Japan, 1 win to Malaysia, and 1 draw. And if you look at the goals for, it's been 3 for Japan, 3 for Malaysia. So nothing to pick between the two teams. Nothing to really pick between them in that first quarter. Just Japan edging it at the moment. Malaysia to get the second quarter underway. The ball played back by Muhibbuddin. Schumann went on a break down the right-hand side, but the ball brought under control and impeded as he tried to get on with play was Amirul Mamat. Arif Ishak looks to play it to the top of the circle, brought under control. Trying to turn, physical challenge, and penalty corner won by Amirul Mamat. Good play, Malaysia. Their first penalty corner of the match. They've won the least penalty corners in the tournament, just 10 coming into today. That's their 11th, and they've scored 3. The message coming from the bench carried out by Amirul Azhar. Can Malaysia get an equaliser from this penalty corner? Arif Ishak is waiting. And alongside him, Adam Mamat. Adam Mamat, the young, talented player, 16 years of age, is at the first battery. They just switch around. Mamat goes to the second. Arif Ishak, but it's a poor trap at the top of the circle. And looking for another foot, and that was again clever play by Adam Mamat. So Malaysia win another penalty corner. They'll be hoping this time that they can trap it properly and get the shot away. So once more, they line up at the top of the circle. Severius stopping for Arif Ishak. Adamama at the second battery. They go to the first. Arif Ishak, did it go into the first runner's legs? He's saying it was stick. And also the well-placed Alex Fedenchuk helps out his colleague and signals it was stick. Into the circle, Japan again, good defense, switching play. Malaysia jumping out the way, have managed to steal possession back. Chance to come now through Abdul Rauf. Free hit conceded. Japan, only 2 players forward, but they managed to get the pass away. Played down the line now by Tamakuni, but unfortunately just went over the side. Malaysia trying to play out from the back. Abdul Razak has to go back to the baseline again. Putting on pressure is Takabayashi. Takabayashi just being a pest at the moment. Arif Ishak trying to showcase his close stick skills. Tried to help it down the line, but pushed it over the line. So Japan from the side. And that's a 16. You could see what Matsumoto was trying to do, but the movement from his teammate didn't correspond with the pass. And that's a mistake at the back. Shieman losing possession. Into the circle come Japan. Great work, Silverius coming back, stealing that off the stick of Matsumoto. Well, it looked as if Matsumoto was going to waltz all the way through and get a shot at goal. But Silverius coming back and closing down. Japan again, that was absolutely belted forward by Riku Tamura. Bit of a smile on the face of Tamakuni as he was unable to stop it, and it went out of play. Japan, good intercept now by them. They've got the chance to build once more from the back. Riku Tamura into the midfield. Just a little bit too much space given there to Niwa. Niwa pushes out onto the right-hand side. Shaped to go in the circle, but didn't. Now it will. Played towards the near post, deflected over the baseline, long corner to Japan. Riku Tamura may go straight down the guts. Deflected away initially by Hafizi Zanudin. Over to the corner flag it goes, and this time it'll be Keiga Tamura to play in from the side for Japan. Happy to go back outside the 23 meters. Takaishi gets a free hit. And dear, missed trap there at the back from Watanabe. Now the drumming here inside the stadium continues, but here come Japan. Kawabe forced backwards. Kosei Kawabe has lost possession, one back again. Brilliant tackle coming in from Yusuke Takaishi. Soto Ukai wins a free hit for Japan. Again, uses the space out below the MyGo poster, one of our sponsors here today. A transportation application here in Malaysia for either transferring goods or transferring people. Also like to thank Curtin University. An experience to last a lifetime as Japan come into the circle. It went out of play off the stick of Tamakune. The noise levels inside the stadium are phenomenal today. And you just think, if they're this loud today, what are they going to be like tomorrow on finals day? It's very hard to hear yourself think. Sirman forced to go backwards. Japan again, press and press. And that's showing a lot of the ball, but they got there and cleared it away ahead of Niwa. Silverius pushes it wide in the midfield, looks for the return pass, but it didn't come, and then into the foot played by Akimura. Just wonder whether Malaysia sometimes just play it out a little bit quicker, because they dally on the ball in the defensive line, and that's when Japan put pressure on them. Nice play from Hiroyuki Mori. Approaching the final 9 minutes of the first half. Japan still leading by 2-1, trying to book themselves a place in the bronze medal match. Lovely turn from Mori. Mori releases the ball to Nakahana. Nakahana, though, being forced away from the circle. Claims for a free hit. Go his way. It just came off the shin pad of Izamaza. Self-pass was taken by Soto Ukai. Riku Tomura turns and heads towards the circle, slides the pass in. That is a very, very good intercept, because lurking at the back post was Takaishi. Shafiq Hassan, though, stepped between him and the ball. Cleared for Malaysia. Another good intercept just outside the circle by Malaysia. Need the pass to go early. Unfortunately for them, it was carried just too far. Amaril Azahar. Japan throw it over the top into the circle. Can they keep it alive? Played into the turf across the face of goal. Saved initially. It was not a convincing save by Hamiz Al-Khir, but at the end of the day, a save is a save. It didn't go in the goal, and he's done very well and helped out by his defence. And there's a talking to going on there from umpire Fedenchuk. And just nice to see shaking hands as well. Abdul Razak and Nakahana. Nakahana now sprinting back into his defensive third as Malaysia had a long corner. Akimullah played it back to Arif Ishak. And missed down the side. They wanted, I think, a long corner, but no touch off the Japanese stick. Okihara, the captain, strolls across. Short pass by him to Mori. Mori making Silverius turn. Got enough space to get a pass away. And now it's Kawahara, pushes it onto the outside. And unfortunately not kept in play. Gone past the halfway stage in this second quarter. No change to the scoreboard as it comes wide now for Malaysia. It's a good block off the stick of Matsumoto, but Malaysia get possession back, but they're struggling to get the ball out of their defensive third. That's a very good turn by Shakir. Free hit goes Malaysia's way. Now trying to open it up. The ball ricochets up off the Japanese stick. Brilliantly controlled, though, by Shafiq Hassan. And Shafiq Hassan is going to get a penalty corner. I think it's a green card to Riku Tomura as it has a free hit outside the 23 metres. Nick Saunders just telling Malaysia it needs to go outside. Arif Ishak has done that now, so only 10 defenders at the moment for Japan for the next 2 minutes. That ball in, though, harmlessly going out of play, and the goal up, just watching it hit the board on the outside of his goal. So Japan just keeping possession now while they're a player down. Niwa will not get there. That was brood work, accelerating onto it by Abdul Rauf. And here's a great chance. Abdul Rauf on the ball again, lays it back. It went past everyone for Malaysia. Silverius was the man who laid the late run, and he's looking up to the sky, thinking how close he got to that and getting an equaliser. Lovely little stick poke to win possession back. The ball will come, though, to Abdul Rauf. Enjoy, who was involved in that attack. Shakir, and unfortunately that pass back to Shakir from Akimullah. A long, long way away. And Akimullah, who's finding this a frustrating tournament this time around. Just returned from the European tour where he was playing for the national team. Got some goals there after not managing any in the hockey series finals in Kuala Lumpur, where Malaysia made the final and were beaten by Canada. And he said himself that he needed to start putting away the chances and be more ruthless in front of goal. I think the one that he'll be thinking about still will be the open goal against Australia, where Australia had pulled their goalkeeper, and Aki Muller took it first time and put it the wrong side of the post, when if he'd taken a touch, he probably would have given Malaysia a victory. Missed by the first defender, collected by the second. Japan, though, throwing a player in behind the defence. It was Kawabe. Tactic that's used a great deal by Korea to great effect. And Japan, of course, have had plenty of Korean coaches helping them progress their game. Currently, Siegfried Eichmann, the Dutchman, is the coach of the men's team. Anthony Farry, coach of the Japanese women's team from Australia. Nice turn there coming from Sota Ukai. We're into the final 4 minutes of the first half. Japan, you feel, would like another goal. And just being told to take the free hit from further over to the side. Eventually taken from the right place by Abdul Razak. Ricochets off the stick of Ukai into the midfield. Japan claim it. Malaysia, though, try and steal it back. The free hit goes against Takabayashi, who cannot believe his luck. Silverius wants to get on with things quickly. It's a good pass by him. Turn heading towards the circle with Searman, forced backwards. Two defenders went through the legs and then caught by Riku Tomura. So Searman does well to win a free hit for Malaysia. Just lifted in the air, brought down now by Azza, Admiral Azza. And a mistrap gives possession back to Japan. So just when Malaysia were looking patient and in control, they give it away. Tamakune now bursting through the middle. Tamakune just changes direction. Following Tamakune. Good defensive work again coming from Amirul Azhar. But a penalty corner conceded by Malaysia. Japan now have their third penalty corner. And they have a chance for another goal. This is real danger time for Malaysia. Just before the half-time break, you do not want to concede now, because suddenly a one-goal margin can become two, and the momentum of the game will shift. Keigo Tomura at the first battery. At the second is Yusuke Takahashi. They go to Takahashi, and that's lifted, it hit in the chest. And the time has been stopped, but that was a very, very painful blow. I think it took a deflection off the runner and lifted it then into his own teammate. But it caught him right in the chest. And you can hear the coach on the side. Maybe there wasn't a touch. So yes, in fact, the umpire's just conferring, and so Alex Fedenchuk has just said it will be a 16. And Zaini Nur Saiful will be very happy about that. That was a horrible blow, and would have really hurt. Travelling at speed. So the player coming down around in front of us, still holding his chest. In fact, maybe he's holding his arm. Maybe it just caught him on the arm as he put his arm up to protect himself. Now Japan, in the meantime, go in search of a third goal. Good intercept again from Malaysia. And Malaysia have got 2 minutes to find an equaliser before the break. Riku Tomura makes his captain hurry a bit there. Okihara underhits his pass. Silverius mishit his. But good work done, though, by Hafiz Zainuddin. And a good pass. There was a little push there on the Malaysian player. It's broken inside the circle. Aki Mullah, though, couldn't get it under control, and Japan sweep it out to Niwa. Niwa down the line, he goes to Matsumoto, doesn't keep it in play. So Malaysia ball on halfway. Arefishak tries to slide that one through. He was looking for the lead coming from Hafizi Zainuddin. Zainuddin let it run. He knew that Adam Mama was ahead of him. This one ricochets forward. Play on is the call. Will be Abdul Razak who gets it under control for Malaysia. Look at the pressure again from Japan. They've been closing every team down like this, absolutely harrying them and pestering them, not allowing them any space. Just running really good lines to restrict the passing out of defence. Requires a lot of fitness and a lot of discipline. Eventually, though, Malaysia win a free hit. We're in the last 30 seconds. They've thrown it high, given possession away. Japan, have they got time for one last attack? Looking to go down the side, stepping across. The pass is good to the baseline. Into the circle come Japan. And it's going to be a 16, and that will be the last passage of play. Much to the frustration of Yamato Kawahara. He was hoping he could get a penalty corner before the whistle went for the end of the first half. So no goals in the second period. Japan hang on to their lead. Malaysia have pushed hard, and you feel that they may well get a goal in the second half. But as we head into half-time, it is Malaysia 1, Japan 2.
Of Australia's men's and women's hockey teams is Curtin University in Western Australia, where students get to develop their skills alongside the world's best. In fact, Curtin is recognised globally for providing courses with a practical focus, where students learn the skills to graduate career ready. Ranked in the top 1% of universities worldwide, Curtin's innovative, exciting campus and learning environment offers an experience to last a lifetime. Find out more at curtin.edu/international and join Curtin today.
Do you love hockey as much as we do? At the Field Hockey label, our vision is to dress up hockey. Whether playing, training, or simply casual wear away from the pitch, the Field Hockey label supplies high-quality match and training attire. Long-sleeve tops and supporter wear, such as puffer jackets and track pants, polo shirts, and even business shirts. All of the Field Hockey label's gear can be custom made to include club and sponsor logos, player names and team numbers. The Field Hockey label, where if you love hockey like we love hockey, we guarantee you'll always feel the best dressed.
The home of Australia's men's and women's hockey teams is Curtin University in Western Australia, where students get to develop their skills alongside the world's best. Find out more at curtin.edu/international and join Curtin today.
Do you love hockey as much as we do? At the Field Hockey label, our vision is to dress up hockey. Whether playing, training, or simply casual wear away from the pitch, the Field Hockey label supplies high-quality match and training attire. Long-sleeve tops and supporter wear, such as puffer jackets and track pants, polo shirts, and even business shirts. All of the Field Hockey label's gear can be custom-made to include club and sponsor logos, player names, and team numbers. The Field Hockey label, where if you love hockey like we love hockey, we guarantee you'll always feel the best dressed. Welcome back to the Tamadar Hockey Stadium, where you can see the Malaysian coaching staff just still talking to their players. Down to our left-hand side, Japan have finished their team talk at halftime. They're already heading back out onto the turf. And of course, if Malaysia aren't out there and the whistle goes, Japan can start. And it is Japan's restart. And Malaysia still taking their time, just going into one final huddle. Hamiz Akhir jogging down to the goal, the far end. Players are still strolling down. They must feel that they've got plenty of time. Big question is, can Malaysia come back? If they want to play in the bronze medal match, they need to score 2 goals. Japan at the moment will, if the score stays like this, will certainly be playing in the bronze medal match. Who they'll be playing, we'll have to wait and see. It will be either Australia or Malaysia or even New Zealand. If New Zealand manage to get a victory over Australia, New Zealand could leapfrog Australia and Malaysia. So second half underway. Japan currently leading by 2-1. As I mentioned before, nothing to choose between these two teams normally in international competition. Even at the Junior Asia Cup, they drew 2-2. Breaking forward though, Malaysia. Akimulla's in a good position. Can they find him? No. Well, you can't blame Akimulla there. He took up a really good position. but the pass was just simply not good enough to find him. Emeril Azar played the ball behind him, just needed a little bit more composure. And that's probably the word that I'm sure the coach is going to be saying, Zani Norsaifut, more than once to his players, because that's been their problem at times. They've had great build-up, but just that composure when they need it. Crucial moments. Tamakune wins a free hit. The ball dribbles away. Okihara, the captain, self-passes. Down the line he goes, manages to pick out Matsumoto. Matsumoto turns. Malaysia get players goal side. Into the circle it goes, but Silverius, the captain of Malaysia, the first player ever from Sabah to captain a Malaysian international side, still on the ball. Play on is the call, and eventually it was a back stick by Matsumoto, so free hit to Malaysia. And that was hit straight into Tamakune. Umpire just telling him he's got to retire when the free hit's issued. Arif Ishak now being forced into the corner through the legs, but lovely turn coming from Niwa. Niwa's almost a Japanese Nijinsky the way he turns. Pirouettes on a sixpence. Chasing that, can it be kept in play? No, it can't. Sliding. Abdul Raf did his best to keep that in play. Abdul Raf, who played for Johor in the Razak Cup recently. Unfortunately for him, they lost the final. Coached by the famous Sarjit Singh, and this time Akim Mullah just caught his knees. And I believe that the Johor team, or certainly one coached by Sarjit Singh, will be participating in the FHE Cup. You may have seen some of the advertising from that. That is trying to be building up as the top under-16, under-18 tournament in the region. Is into the circle come Japan. Long corner won by Matsumoto. It's held in Western Australia, and Japan have sent teams to it in the past and are sending teams this year. Malaysia as well, and teams from all around Australia as well. Tomura to Ukai. That's well intercepted. Arif Ishak, though, didn't have many options on. He's played it down the side, and it'll bounce twice and goes out of play. Japan won't worry about that. Japan, if they play against Australia, they will get the chance to avenge their loss on the opening day. And if they play them in the bronze medal match, if they play New Zealand, well, they've already had a victory over them. It goes all the way through into the circle for Japan. Amiz here had come off his line, and it was luckily for Malaysia. Just a, I think it was a back of the stick, or certainly a double hit. Well, the supporters continue to support their team. They just want their team to deliver them a goal. Just at the moment for Malaysia, breaking down around the circle. Stick check there, not paid. Ball goes out over the side and played in there quickly by Takabayashi. Takabayashi was one of two Japanese players who went and played in the Bundesliga in Germany. First two to ever play in Germany. Get them experience. Played for Hamburg. The other was Ken Nagayashi. Nagayashi, who I think it was his debut at the Sultan of Johor Cup, came in and played for Japan there. Riku Tamura, good pass forward. Forced away though is Kawahara. Gets it under control quickly, feeds it top of the circle. Foot, penalty corner. Really, really good skills shown by Takabayashi at the top of the circle. There was nothing much on. The ball was bobbling, but he still managed to just stay calm and play it onto the Malaysian foot. So fourth penalty corner now for Japan. Scored from one penalty corner today. Can they get another? Making his way to the baseline is Kawahara. Riku Tamura is at the second battery, and he will have Niwa stopping for him. At the first battery, we have Watanabe. Watanabe has Ukai stopping for him. Ukai stops. Watanabe flicks. It's round the post. Covered across well by Hamiz Ahir. Went past his right-hand post. Nothing for him to worry about. Off target. So Malaysia play out now from the back. Comes to Iskander. He comes up to halfway. Plays a diagonal pass forward. And again, the touch at the edge of the circle. Not good enough, really. Adam Mama, the culprit this time, not able to bring it under control. And it ricochets harmlessly out of play. That's the difference really between these two teams, the control around the circle. Japan able to trap, trying to turn as he makes his way forward. Tamakune, he's the player penalised. Comes to Silverius now for Malaysia. And again, he just can't control it, plays it over the side. It's just those handling errors that are really hurting Malaysia. Ukai plays it to the top of the circuit. Was allowed to run very intelligently by Kawahara, as he knew he had a man behind him. Luckily for Malaysia, though, the defender did his job and it never found that man. It was Kawabe lurking again, who's just been drifting in behind the defence for Japan. So Kawabe, the man from Takaoka. Amirul Azahar on halfway, plays the ball square. We're halfway through the third quarter. Arif Ishak pushes it down the line. Trying to find Adam Mamat. The defence, though, steps out well for Japan, and the ball's claimed by Ukai. Up the line it goes, stolen back by Malaysia. And stolen back again by Japan. Kawahara tries to start an attack for Japan, but it will be a free hit. Silverius rolls the ball back to him. Once again, like to thank our sponsors. Make an impact. Discover more at griffinhockey.com. And away from the pitch, dress up hockey by wearing Field Hockey Label leisure wear. We love hockey all day, every day. fieldhockeylabel.com. Good defensive work being done by Iskander. Just letting it run out of play in the end. And of course, we shouldn't forget Curtin University, ranked in the top 1% of universities worldwide. That ranking coming from the Academic Ranking of World Universities 2019. Can Malaysia find an equaliser before we go into the final break? They've had several good attacks, but just broken down at the edge of the circle. Ball comes wide again to Iskander. Keeps it in play, gets the free hit. Looks to get on with things quickly, slides it forward, but it was again just trying to get the ball straight through a Japanese player. Keigo Tamura did not even have to move to intercept that pass. As Japan now try and find a way through the Malaysian defence down the left-hand flank. Long corner conceded. Right out by the sideline. Japan inching their way towards the circle. Free hit given to them. Takahashi over the ball for Japan. Just pushes it wide, drilled into the circle. And free hit to Malaysia. Once again, the clock on the scoreboard has stopped. Akimullah. It's a free hit outside the circle. Malaysia need to get bodies forward quickly. Calling for the ball at the back of the circle is Sierman. He was unmarked, and suddenly Japan had to race back to pick him up. But the opportunity has gone begging. Silverius tries to get it into the circle. Turn and swiveled clear by Kosei Kawabe. Arif Ishak tries to go down the line. Stolen back, that's a good pass. Sierman. And a shot came in, but the free hit is gone against Malaysia. Stick check from them, thrown long now by Japan into the circle. Kawabe couldn't beat this time. Hamiz Akhir scored a goal like that from a direct route one long ball before. Kosei Kawabe, that was against India, but this time obviously Hamiz Akhir has done his homework in goal for Malaysia, and he came off his line. To be fair, Kawabe never got the connection that he was looking for either. Malaysia trying to come forward again. Shelo Silverius tries to switch direction. Adam Mamet got it under control well. That is a good pass. Sierman now inside the circle. Adam Mamet wants the ball back. Sierman can't find him. Appeals for a foot. The umpire finally gives the signal that it's a penalty corner for Malaysia. And they now have a really good chance to get an equaliser with just over 3 minutes left in this third quarter. Is this the moment Malaysia come back and give themselves a really good opportunity of playing in the bronze medal match? Currently on 4 points, Malaysia. So they really need a win, but they need to get level before they can go in search of a winner. If they get a point here, they will have to hope that New Zealand defeat Australia. But even then, New Zealand would jump above Malaysia. It's a good trap. Arif Ishak back to the injector. It's a great finish. It's well-worked penalty corner routine. Malaysia have an equaliser. They can now go in search of that winner. Really brilliantly worked routine on a penalty corner. Malaysia 2, Japan 2. What a good time to score just before the final break.
A goal scored for Team Malaysia by a player wearing jersey number 12, Amirul Azhar.
So Amirul Azhar, the goal scorer. And Malaysia have got a goal from a penalty corner at last. That's their fourth penalty corner. Goals have been hard for them to come by in this tournament. They've only scored 4 and they've got 2 today, so that's 6 in total. 4 before today, 2 today. They've really got the tails up now. It's left behind by Japan, but good work at the top of the circle from Kawahara. Akihara had lost the ball, and here come Japan at pace. Running forward now is Takabayashi. Takabayashi, though, forced away towards the corner, checks his run, plays it down the line. Malaysia will steal it back. Takabayashi, though, got a touch, and he now gets the free hit. Obstruction coming from Abdul Raf. Thrown in the air, stepping out of defence is Arif Ishak. He's only got one player forward, that's Adam Mamat. He's going to have to play it square into the midfield if he does. Good running through the middle, Silverius. That's not a good pass, having to bring it down from the air. And Japan pounce once more. That was lifted dangerously, though. And he knew it, and he was annoyed with himself, was Takabayashi. Can Malaysia take the lead going into the final break? Good pass forward. Ball now with Abdul Raf. Abdul Raf plays it to the baseline. Oh, dear me. And we're going to see a card issued, I think, to one of the Japanese players. Yeah, he knew it. That is 2-minute suspension for Hiroto Takabayashi. So Malaysia have only 10 men to play against at the moment. Can they make it count? Can they make the advantage count? Can they find that goal and get the lead back? They open the scoring in this match, but were then pegged back by Japan. Japan will just look to keep possession. Given away though. Arafishak has stepped up this game. Has, oh dear me, again. Missed trap from Amirul Azahar, the goal scorer. Puts his hand up, apologises to his teammates. And that was again hit with some ferocity by Okihara. So Malaysia back with possession. Iskandar Zainal gives it away. Coming forward now is Tamakuni. Tamakuni very good at holding up play and waiting for support. Good pass as well by him. Picks out the run down the flank from Niwa. Niwa tries to get to the baseline. Niwa beats one. Can't beat a third defender for Malaysia. Right on the edge of the circle. Good skills being showcased now by Hafizi Zainuddin. Slip though, it sees possession back with Japan. Kawabe. Kawabe pulling around the arc of the circle. Comes back to Tamakune. Tamakune driving towards the circle. He's into the circle. Tamakune, what a run. And there's not going to be a free hit. There's a Malaysian player down injured. The siren has gone for the end of the quarter. There's an apology coming in from the Japanese player. But as we head into the final break, it's all square in this match. It is Malaysia 2, Japan 2.
Australia's men's and women's hockey teams is Curtin University in Western Australia, where students get to develop their skills alongside the world's best. In fact, Curtin is recognised globally for providing courses with a practical focus, where students learn the skills to graduate career ready. Ranked in the top 1% of universities worldwide, Curtin's innovative, exciting campus and learning environment offers an experience to last a lifetime. Find out more at curtin.edu/international and join Curtin today.
Japanese players all in a huddle as they prepare to make their way out for the final quarter. Malaysia have already started their trudge back onto the pitch. Who is going to come out on top, or are we destined for another draw? Had a draw in the opening game today, which meant that Great Britain booked their place in the final. Matthew Ramshaw was the hero for Great Britain, scoring with just 2 minutes to go from a penalty corner. Had they lost and not achieved the draw, Great Britain would have had to wait it on the results of this game to see whether they would sneak into the final. Japan were the main team they were worried about, because if Japan won this by a big margin, they could have gone past Great Britain on goal difference. Japan, though, can't keep that ball in play. Matsumoto, the man who failed to bring it under control. Malaysia, though, want to give themselves a really good chance. It's a good deflection, but it's going to be picked up in the end defensively by Okihara, the captain of Japan. Just slipping as he was coming forward was Niwa. I think he just put his foot on the white line of the pitch, and you see that quite a lot in international games where the lines on the pitch are a little bit slippery and it's a different texture, and so when the shoe hits that, it just loses its grip. So Japan looking for their third consecutive victory if they can find it, which would just give them nice momentum going into their final game. Malaysia, they lost, drew, lost, and then won their last game against Great Britain, which created the drama in the first game today. Everyone expecting Great Britain to get a result over the hosts, but they didn't manage to do it. Free hit to Japan. Kosei Kawabe leaves it behind. Coming forward is Keita Watanabe. Moves the ball to where the umpire wants the free hit to be taken. Slides it to nobody, and it goes harmlessly out of play. Well, one more match coming up today, and that is New Zealand versus Australia. New Zealand hoping that they can get one over their Trans-Tasman rivals and maybe jump into the bronze medal match. Japan, a lovely turn, driving towards goal, laid back. There was nobody there for Japan. Matsumoto did everything right. Now there's a chance for Malaysia to break forward. Forced wide though, great skill, good defending, and a really well-timed tackle by Riku Tomura. Played on quickly though by Malaysia. Amarul Mama takes it down into the corner, lays the ball back now. Fizi Zanudin from the side. Turned into trouble, but managed to find Tomura's foot. Plays on again. And that's just taken away from him by Niwa. And Matsumoto, that's a really good pass as well. There's trouble here for Malaysia. Straight through the middle. Kosei Kawabe this time puts it past the post. Took a touch off the defender. Great defending. So a lot of credit should go to the defender for that one. And I think it was Arif Ishak who did the defending. So Malaysia keep their dream alive at the moment. 3 points today would lift them above Japan. They would go to 7 points. And Japan would then have to wait on the result between Australia and New Zealand. And New Zealand would know exactly how many goals they would need to beat Australia by. So that is why Japan are pushing for a winner. Appeals for a penalty corner, not given. Play on is the call. Malaysia play out of defence, try to knock it past the defender. Got it past one, got it onto the foot of a second. Gonna see a card issued again. Player deliberately going down. It's a yellow card. Well, that's good umpiring. It's Riku Tomura. So 5 minutes on the side for him. We've seen that once before in the tournament. Player just using his body to break up an attack. Professional foul. And it's good that the umpires have been really quick to get on that. Doesn't really change the situation there that Japan from that free hit got players behind the ball. Oh, a shot from the top of the circle. What a finish. Japan were just sitting back. And a brilliant run into the circle. Amarul Azhar fires Malaysia into the lead. Brilliant strike from him right at the top of the circle through a crowded area. And there was nothing that Kitagawa could do to keep that one out. So Malaysia have the lead again. They haven't had the lead since the 10th minute of this match. Can they now hang on to it? They managed to hang on to it for 5 minutes at the start of the game before Japan pegged them back. Japan, though, still down to 10 players. What an absolutely outstanding finish that was. Amarul Azhar, who plays for the SSTMI Thunderbolts, was one of the players that won gold at the Youth Olympic Games in Buenos Aires. It's his second goal of the match, and here come Malaysia again. Bit of space now. Akimula takes on the keeper. He's forced away from goal. Goes back to Akimula. Oh! Taken away. Well, Akimula, he's going to be wondering what he's got to do to get a goal. It really did look like he was going to score, but credit to Takumi Kitagawa. Came off his line really quickly, closed down the angle, didn't give Akimula a lot of space to work with. Malaysia, can they make it to the bronze medal match? Would be quite an achievement. As I said, it's been a long, long time since they've been in that position. They've just got to keep battling. Got to go back to 2015, the last time that they were in the bronze medal match and finished third. He would love to be among the medals. That's lifted too high. Free hit Japan. Japan have taken it quickly. Into the circle they go. Up it goes off the Malaysian stick. Brought down by Nakahana. Nakahana closed down top of the circle. And Malaysia playing out of play up on the halfway line. Comes wide now to Takaishi. Takaishi plays it forward. Malaysia, the tackles are getting more desperate now. Japan, good work being done on the flank from Matsumoto. That's Kazumasa Matsumoto. Good skills again showcased by Wataru Matsumoto. He's played for the national team. He keeps going. Eventually goes off the Malaysian player's leg. It'll be another free hit. Just outside the circle. The ball must travel 5 meters before it goes in. Comes back to Matsumoto again. Malaysia keep it in play. Try to dribble it away from the circle and the danger area. Desperate to keep possession. Good play down the flank. That was really, really good play coming that time from Izam Azar, but they've lost it. And once more it's Matsumoto. Lays the ball back, but it caught the foot of Niwa. Malaysia can breathe easily again. Past the halfway point in this final quarter. Malaysia currently leading. Japan, I'm sure, will be bitterly disappointed if they let this game slip. Another good pass forward. Great defense. Kego Tomura. The ball was almost behind him. It's picked up now in the midfield. Chance to come forward. Takahashi pushes it wide onto the left-hand side. Good run in the forward line from Mori. It comes to him now. Mori, oh, he had the pass infield, but it just went off the stick of Matsumoto over the baseline. It was a good build-up by Japan, and it had Malaysia scrambling. Suddenly the drumming stops, and it becomes a peaceful evening here in Johor Bahru. Malaysia win a free hit. They look to get on with things quickly. There's nobody really forward, just 2 players around the edge of the circle. Japan have more defenders back. They've stolen the ball. Will come now to Tamakune. Tamakuni looks to take on the Malaysian Sirman, beats him. Goes down the flank, has to check back. Tamakune gets a free hit though. Now he squares the ball top of the circle, but it's missed by Takahashi. Silverius, the captain, goes to the air. Akimura was hoping it would be missed by the Japanese player. It's not. So Japan with possession, with the chance to go forward. Taking his hand off the stick, saying there's not a lot of options forward. Comes to Okihara, the captain. He tries to just belt it through and sent back with interest by Iskander. Japan again send it forward through Kego Tomura. Malaysia collect. That was off the foot. It'll be a free hit to Malaysia. They'll take their time. Pass is a good one forward. Amarul Mamat. He gives away the free hit, so Japan with possession once more. Okihara, captain, leaves it behind. Stepping forward now is Soto Ukai. Goes into the midfield. And that is going to be not kept in play. I thought that Okihara was just going to get there and keep that attack alive, but it just evaded him. So Malaysia have 4.5 minutes to go. Japan have to find a goal. Came off the foot of Riku Tomura. Once again, Malaysia just eat up a bit of time, leaving it behind. Silverius comes across, needs to take it this time. Goes into the midfield. Tamakune pulls out of the tackle. Riku Tamura, though, got a really good touch. And now it will come to Tamakuni. Tamakuni accelerating towards the circle. Tamakuni tries to lift it over the stick. Into the circle he goes, appeals for a penalty corner. Not given, he slaps his thigh in disappointment. And Malaysia, that was silly. Arif Ishak just lifting it dangerously when all he had to do was clear it away safely. Riku Tamura, good block this time. That was all stick. Good work coming from Amarul Azahar. Malaysia got bodies going forward. That's a great pass forward. Japan, oh, unfortunately, the shot goes wide. Looking pleadingly at the umpire. Akimura, he just feels he wants a little bit of a luck to go his way. Slow to his feet. Long corner one, but the shot taken away, deflected up by Japan, just outside the circle. Still 3 minutes left. Not surprisingly, Malaysia no hurry to get the ball, so Japan go and get it for them. Amaril Azahar over the ball, top of the circle, being told to take it back. He now self-passes. It's closed down quickly by Takahashi. Japan have the ball back through Riku Tamura. Tamura, good pass from him, manages to get to Takabayashi. Good run through the middle from Mori. Matsumoto goes square to the left again. Malaysia getting bodies back, stretching the defence though at Japan. Looking for a foot over the baseline, it'll go. Long corner, Japan. And goalkeeper, I think, is coming off. Well, I'm not sure why they've put a bib on. They don't need a bib anymore. So the Japanese player, which was Tamakune, needs to realise that you have no privileges anymore and you do not wear a bib, you just play in a normal shirt. So Japan have 11 outfield players. No goalkeeper and no defender with kicking privileges. Can they keep possession? That is the key. You need to keep possession. Went up off his own stick. Severius was looking hopefully, I think, at the umpire. He knew that he got the final touch. Japan just leaving bodies inside the circle, which restricts the defence outside for Malaysia. Mori tries to spin. Over the baseline it goes. Long corner awarded to Japan. 2 minutes left on the clock. Japan pressing for an equaliser. Comes wide now. Stopped at the edge of the circle. One back by Niwa. And a free hit, though, going Malaysia's way. How much time will they take to take this one? Well, not too long. It was 6 seconds by my estimation. Missed by Japan, the captain, Akimura. Akimura into the circle. Reverse stick shot. What a block, Tamura. Well, Akimura just cannot score. And Soichiro Okihara has a lot to thank Riku Tamura for. That was a brilliant block. It looked as if Akimura must score with no goalkeeper. In the circle it goes again, but it's taken out. Japan want the free hit. They've got just over a minute. Need to find a goal. Japan carry forward again. A foul by Malaysia. Over the ball is Takabayashi. He's got the pass away. Top of the circle, brilliant block. It's going to ricochet for Japan. Out comes the keeper. And it's Japan who are penalised. Another good save, Hamiz Akhir. Malaysia taking their time. They just flick it out wide. Need to keep it in play. They do. Turning away from the sideline. Looking to try and find a foot, but Watanabe used all stick. Ball still with Malaysia, played forward. Japan, they've got it back, but they're never going to get the ball into the circle. They glance at the scoreboard. Down the line it goes. Malaysia are going to be victorious in this match. And look at the celebrations from the Malaysian players. They are going to be in the bronze medal match. They go down on their knees in celebration. What a turnaround. They took the lead, they lost the lead, they fought their way back for an equaliser. Amarul Azahar with 2 goals, one from a penalty corner and one from a field goal, has seen Malaysia record a victory, which means that they will now definitely play in the bronze medal match. Who they will meet, well, we won't know that until after the next game between Australia and New Zealand. But congratulations to Malaysia. They are the victors. They'll be playing for bronze. The final score here, Malaysia 3, Japan 2.
Australia's men's and women's hockey teams is Curtin University in Western Australia, where students get to develop their skills alongside the world's best. Find out more at curtin.edu/international and join Curtin today.
Do you love hockey as much as we do? At the Field Hockey label, our vision is to dress up hockey. Whether playing, training, or simply casual wear away from the pitch, the Field Hockey label supplies high-quality match and training attire. Long-sleeve tops and supporter wear, such as puffer jackets and track pants, polo shirts, and even business shirts. All of the Field Hockey label's gear can be custom-made to include club and sponsor logos, player names, and team numbers. The Field Hockey label, where if you love hockey like we love hockey, we guarantee you'll always feel the best dressed.